Michael from Peter Fisher Real Estate with an end of year wrap up for the Orange market. Now, two current hot topics, interest rates and new home building. I've got James Nola from Vision Finance and I've got Jacob Bowden from GJ Gardner. These two are very active in the Orange market and I'm going to rely on them for some very interesting points and statistics. James, what can you tell me about the current interest rate rises and how's it impacting the Orange market?
So an interesting fact that this year we're actually writing more loans and especially more purchases this time than we were last year as well. So
even with the higher interest rate rises?
The rates have probably concerned some people, but you got a lot of people that were pushed out of the market in the past 18 months, 24 months. They've come forward and they've got themselves in a position so they're ready to purchase. So yes, the rates have risen a little bit, but it's taken the heat out of the market and it's allowed them to get in and buy the properties they need to get to.
And what schemes are currently available?
So there's first home buyer low deposit schemes. That's probably the biggest thing that's increased for us. This financial year, the government's put in some additional placements for first home buyer and specifically regional first home buyer low deposit schemes. What that allows people to do is to buy into a property instead of having a traditional 20% deposit. They can actually come forward with a 5% deposit, allows them as first home buyers to buy a property up to $750,000. They receive stamp duty exemption, they don't pay lender's mortgage insurance, and they're only required to have a 5% deposit.
Okay, fantastic. Jacob, where are we at with regard to building a home? Costs, are they still going up?
No, so all of our prices now are quite stable. So we haven't seen the volatility in the market that we saw this time last year.
Yep.
So in terms of the loans that you're talking about, we can definitely price in at that rate, and it is quite stable.
Fantastic. And you said to me just before, fixed costs. You're back to doing fixed costs now.
So it's all
builds.
fixed price quotes now. So what you see is what you get. Once we give you that first quote, that is what you will pay for.
Great. Now, time frames, because that was one thing that was really blowing out, a year or two ago. Where are we at with time frames?
Yeah, so luckily it's not raining too much anymore, but we are looking at a 10 to 12 month process. So half of that is going to be your planning, so going through the drafting stage, making sure that the plans are what you want, and then construction. So once we are out of council, we do need to be on site within 20 working days, and from there we're looking at a 22 to 30 week build time.
Okay, so that's all pretty achievable by the sound of it?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Now, just to give people a bit of an idea, again, we were talking about costs. You were saying to me, probably starting from about $350 as a rough cost to perhaps as a 3-bedroom entry point?
Absolutely,
to build a home, and then 4-bedroom as an entry point, round about $400,000.
Around the 400, and really it does come down to what you'd like to build. We price in based on exactly what you'd like to put in the home. But as a starting point, 350 to 400 is definitely where we would be.
Okay, I think that'll certainly get some interest from people. To give you an example about, for I guess, affordable blocks to build on, we've got one in Belmore Street Cargo, that's on at 199, that's 2,000 square metres, so it's a nice big block, and Jacob's done up a house and land package, that's a 4-bedroom home for that?
Yes.
634,000. 2,000 square metres, 634,000. So again, very affordable if you're looking for space for the kids. If you want something a little bit bigger, we've got a 1-acre block in Kewdale, and the price we've got there is about 650,000 for a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. If we're looking at Orange, we've got one in Brazier Road, and we're looking at building a really nice 3-bedroom home there for up to 650,000. So all very achievable packages. I hope that's answered a few questions today. We'll put some phone numbers on this video as well, so you can contact those people directly if you wish. But Merry Christmas from everybody here, and hope you have a very happy and safe New Year.